So we are like saying the causes of the Libyan revolution of 1969. And as I have told you, Kasoma Farouk of Uganda is putting a caveat on this number. These are the real points. So we are saying it was colonized by Italy in 1911. And after World War II, it became a mandate territory of United Nations Organization and later given to Britain and France to administer it. So we are saying at one time Libya was colonized by Italy, but after World War II, it became a mandated territory of United Nations. So gave it to Britain and France to administer it. So we are saying, later Libya was given its independence, but it was not real independence. It was independence on paper. Because the whites used the King Idris to control the people of where? Libya. But it was like on their behalf. Now what happened? By this time, in 1969, a 29-year-old Colonel Muammar Gaddafi staged a coup d'etat at the same time in form of a revolution in Libya to rise up against King Idris. So we are challenging minds. What led to the Libyan revolution of 1969? What caused it? Number one, the need for genuine independence. The need for genuine what? Independence. Among the key issues that led to the Libyan revolution was for genuine independence. Libya had got independence, but the independence was not genuine. In this kind of arrangement, the Libyans wanted to get their genuine independence. They had got their independence, but the independence was on paper. The colonialists continued to control the Libyans. Or in Libya was on paper, it was not real independence. Because King Idris was used by the foreigners to control the Libyans. That's why Muammar Gaddafi staged a coup d'etat in 1969. Because for him, he wanted the people of Libya to get genuine independence, real independence. Another one, the growth of socialism in Libya. So we are saying, as socialism rose up in Libya, it is this that led to the Libyan revolution in 1969. In a socialist government, all of properties belong to the government, and the government has to look after people. Growth of socialism meant the people of Libya supported a government where all of properties belonged to the government, and the government had to look after people because people were so poor. They were supporting that arrangement. But King Idris was not accepting. That's why people supported Muammar Gaddafi. They thought that Muammar Gaddafi was going to bring socialism in where? In Libya. In a capitalist state, there is private ownership of property. But in a socialist state, all of properties belong to the what? To the government, and the government has to look after people. So since Gaddafi was supporting this, people supported him, and this led to the Libyan revolution. Then the slow pace of economic development in Libya. The slow pace of economic development. So we are saying, in Libya, there was what you call slow pace of economic development. The economy in Libya was not growing altogether at the time of King Idris. So people supported Muammar Gaddafi since they wanted him to develop a country called what? Libya. Changes. Then another point, maladministration of King Idris. Maladministration meant by this time that this man was full of corruption, wasting government money in unnecessary issues. It is this that made great minds like Muammar Gaddafi to stage a revolution. claiming that the government was full of corruption. It is the responsibility of people to overthrow a corrupt government. Another point, the discovery of oil in Libya, 1959. The discovery of oil in Libya, 1959. When oil was discovered in Libya in 1959, it is this that led to the Libyan revolution. How? In the way that profits that the Libyans used to get from oil used to be taken by foreigners. So Muammar Gaddafi convinced the people that you support Gaddafi, a man who is going to solve all your what? Problems. So the discovery of oil in Libya led to the Libyan what? Revolution. Because the Libyans wanted to control their oil, not the oil to be controlled by the foreigners. Another key aspect, the need to purify Islam. The need to purify Islam. So we are saying in Libya, the need to purify Islam led to the Libyan revolution of 1969. Gaddafi claimed that King Idris was being used by the foreigners. So by this time, there was a need to purify Islam. In this kind of arrangement, Gaddafi and others who staged the revolution wanted to purify what? Islam. To make sure that people attached to real Islam. And this led to the Libyan revolution. They claimed that King Idris was a nominal Muslim. Nominal Muslim, these are Muslims, but not practicing Muslims. They are good in putting on caps, but not in like praying 5 times a day. Another point, the ambitious character of Gaddafi. The ambitious character of Gaddafi. Another key aspect that led to the Libyan revolution of 1969 was the ambitious character of Gaddafi. Gaddafi was a very ambitious man. He wanted to fulfill so many things in life. So it was because of his ambitious nature that this led to the Libyan what? Revolution. So the ambitious character of Gaddafi led to the Libyan revolution of 1969.